All right, first day we're coming back. We've been practicing last week and this week. Big focus on words around in Charleston Southern. Just trying to make sure we worry about and focus on, what they're doing on offensively and what we have to get done defensively. Something unique, they have the option game, which plays a big part of like anything else. You have to work on it and make sure up front the D-line, make sure they key their keys and the linebackers do their job and the secondary handle their things. And the one thing you can't do is just focus on just one particular person. They got some good athletes on the football field at the skill position, but we got to make sure that we're sound on what we're doing in the option game and focus on those little things. The hardest thing that's going to be for us is getting the speed in practice. We get the speed from our offense, as far as running around speed and everything else, but the execution of the option game when it comes in real life, it takes a little bit for the speed factor. So we got to make sure we continue to work on those things and make sure we work on the speed and practice as much as we can, because when game time comes, it just build a step notch further.
You've been in the coaching game a really long time, obviously been through some transitions. How do you help navigate that, especially with the interim role as defense coordinator?
What you do is just you be yourself. Don't try to be nobody that you never is. You never change the way you are as a person, as a human. And you just coach. Coach, have fun with it and keep going. And make sure them guys understand why you're doing things. Because like anything else, when change comes, everybody want to know, okay, what we're going to do, why we're going to do this and things like that. And you just tell them, and then, okay, yeah, let's go, let's roll. And, and like anything else, we got to find out, and we will do this. And the guys have been really focused on what we do and who can do certain things sometimes. I remember one year, I was at Florida, and we went up to New England Patriots to visit in the summertime, and they had just won the Super Bowl. And they started off slow, and going in and talking to those guys, and they say, what was the big difference? You just got to find out what can people do. It ain't what you can do, it's what people can do, and you find out what they can do and you do it. And our scheme is our scheme, what we run, but you got to find out who can execute it and who can certain techniques, certain coverages, and things like that. And you get those guys going and let them execute it. And that's the things that we're doing now, figuring out those things. But the total focus is on the option right now. That's the hardest thing for us.
You mentioned scheme. Is there any type of changes personnel-wise or anything with the scheme you'll try to implement?
You got what you got right now. This ain't the NFL. You can't put nobody off the waiver wire. You can't put nobody cut, trade. You can't do those things. You got what you got. So coach anybody that you got, you coach them. It's the one thing that you say. If you coach them hard and they believe that they're going to be a first rounder, they'll be a first rounder. If you coach them and make them feel like they're just an average guy, they'll be an average guy. So, defensive scheme and what we're doing, yeah, that's the scheme. But we got to coach like them guys all first-round picks. And that's what Coach believe in. That's what I always believed in over my years of coaching. No matter who you got, your cards are your cards. Just play them.
Do you want to free them up so that they play more fast, more physical?
Everything is always fast. That's one thing that we always say. You got to play smart. You play physical. Those type of things. And when you play smart, you play physical. You play physical. You play fast, and then you finish what you need to get done. But that's the whole thing. Just got to play smart, fast, physical, and with the option game, we just got to, what we all say, you got to keep it simple and let the guys react to what they see and play. So.
Did Mike give you an idea of what he wants a defense to look like, or is he just like, hey man, you got 3 weeks?
No, he just say go and just make sure they play fast. That's all, and that's our job as a defensive staff. It's one thing I realize, it's not just me. Okay, I'm the coordinator, I call it, but we're all part of this whole deal. All the coaches, offense, defense, special teams, we're all part of it. So we're going to, push to be the best that we can be and represent who we got to represent and just keep going.
My memory's not so good. Have you guys played much option teams at all?
No, not since I've been. When I was at Central Florida, we played Navy. That's the last time I faced the option team. So you have to have your safety valves and cues on those things and make sure the guys got the rate. Like in practice, we're supposed to take the dive. You put 3 footballs in. One get the quarterback, one have a running back, and one have a pitch. So fullback will always carry the ball in practice. So first guys, whoever got to hit him, got to hit him. And then the next stage is the quarterback. Whoever got the quarterback, you got to hit him. And then the pitch phase, you got to make sure that everybody handle their business and not say, oh, coach, I seen the ball. You didn't see the ball because now everybody has a ball. So you make everybody stop that way, and that's how you execute it.
You've been coaching from the box. Are you going to stay there during game time, or are you going to come on the field?
I come on the field. I've done it both. Early in my life, I was on the field. But now I've been in the box over the years. Now I'm back on the field. So that's why down here now it's the same. You just got to back away from everybody and get in a position where you can see things, just call it.
Who will be your eyes in the sky for you?
Just a bunch of guys up there. We always had it set up that somebody always going to be with the D-line, watching the D-line front. Somebody always going to watch the secondary. And then somebody going to always watch the linebackers. So it's always been that way. When I was in the box, I used to watch the D-line and linebackers. So I'll come down, Coach Sims and and Coach Simpkins will go up, which works with the D-line and linebackers, and Coach Moss will be upstairs. So we got 3 guys upstairs, so we'll be fine for our staff. All right?
Anything else?
All right, fellas. Thank you. Y'all take care.